The package arrived on a rainy afternoon in the suburbs of Boston, Massachusetts. Sarah Thompson, a 38-year-old marketing executive, had just picked up her daughter Lily from school when the delivery truck pulled up. She signed for the package from her late wife Emily's parents, expecting a standard birthday gift for Lily's upcoming 13th birthday. As she opened the box in the kitchen, Lily watching eagerly, Sarah pulled out a beautiful blue dress with lace details. Lily squealed with delight and immediately tried it on. But when Sarah turned the dress inside out to check the tag for washing instructions, her heart sank. Embroidered neatly inside the collar was the name Claire. Claire. The name hit her like a punch to the gut. Claire was the woman Emily had admitted to having an affair with during her last weeks in the hospital. How did the in-laws know? Why would they send this? Sarah's mind raced back to the painful memories. Emily, her partner of 15 years, had battled cancer for 2 years before passing. In her final days, she had confessed to a brief affair with Claire, a colleague from work, another woman who had been there for her during treatment when Sarah was working long hours. Sarah had forgiven her on her deathbed, promising to move on for Lily's sake. But this dress. This was deliberate. She sent Lily to her room to play and called Margaret, her mother-in-law. "Margaret, what is this? The dress has Claire's name inside. What are you trying to do?" Margaret's voice was cold. "Sarah, we thought you should know that Emily was serious about Claire. We have letters. Lily might not even be yours in the way you think." The conversation escalated, with Margaret revealing that Emily had planned to leave Sarah for Claire, and that Claire had been the one who donated the egg for Lily's conception through IVF, with Emily carrying the pregnancy. Sarah had always thought it was anonymous donor, but now the truth was out. Lily was biologically Emily and Claire's child. The in-laws had known all along and blamed Sarah for Emily's stress. Sarah hung up, tears streaming down her face. She slumped against the counter, the weight of betrayal crushing her. How could she tell Lily? How could she face the world knowing her family was built on lies? The social stigma she had already faced as a lesbian widow would only worsen if this came out. Her mind swirled with questions. Was her love for Lily any less real? Should she confront Claire? The decision to dig deeper would cost her dearly, starting with the trust she had rebuilt. That evening, Sarah sat alone in the living room, staring at the dress now folded on the coffee table. Lily had worn it briefly but complained it felt itchy and took it off without noticing the name. Sarah wondered if that was a small mercy or just delaying the inevitable. She picked up her phone again, but this time searched for Claire Bennett, the name from Emily's confession. A profile came up on a professional networking site. Claire was 36, now living in New York, working as a graphic designer. Her photo showed a woman with dark curly hair and a confident smile. Sarah felt a mix of anger and curiosity. This woman had helped create Lily, yet had no part in raising her. The next day at work, Sarah could barely focus. Her colleague noticed her distraction and asked if everything was okay. Sarah brushed it off, but inside she was boiling. The in-laws had chosen this moment on the eve of Lily's birthday to drop this bomb. It felt like punishment for Sarah, moving on slowly over the past 2 years. She had started attending a local support group for LGBTQ parents last month, hoping to find community. Now this secret threatened to undo all her progress. By evening, Sarah decided she could not keep this from Lily forever, but she needed more proof. She emailed the in-laws demanding the letters they mentioned. Margaret replied promptly, attaching scanned pages of emails between Emily and Claire. The words were intimate and painful. Emily wrote about her doubts in the marriage, her attraction to Claire, and her regret over the secrecy around Lily's conception. Sarah read them all, then deleted the email, but the words burned in her memory. She made a choice that night. She would protect Lily as long as possible, but she had to meet the in-laws in person to demand they stop interfering. The cost of this decision was immediate. Sleep evaded her, and by morning she looked exhausted. At breakfast, Lily asked why Mom looked sad. Sarah forced a smile and said it was just work stress. The lie tasted bitter, but it was the first of many she feared she would have to tell to shield her daughter from the truth. The drive to the in-laws' house in a nearby town took an hour but felt eternal. Robert and Margaret greeted her politely, but their eyes were hard. "We did this because Lily deserves to know her real roots, Sarah. Emily wanted Claire in her life." Sarah argued back, her voice rising. "You are using this to punish me for being the one who survived. You never fully accepted our marriage because we were two women." The confrontation grew heated with accusations flying. Margaret accused Sarah of neglecting Emily during her illness. Sarah countered that the affair added unnecessary stress that may have worsened the cancer. In the end, they agreed to a temporary truce, but Sarah left knowing the battle was just beginning. Back home, she hid the dress in her closet and tried to focus on Lily's birthday party plans. But the secret weighed heavy. She knew this revelation could fracture their small family and expose them to judgment from neighbors and school parents who already whispered about their unusual household. The internal conflict tore at her. Love for Lily demanded protection, but honesty demanded truth. She chose delay for now, but the price was her own peace of mind. Weeks passed after the initial shock, but the tension never eased. Sarah threw herself into work and Lily's school activities to maintain normalcy. Lily turned 13 with a small party attended by close friends. The dress remained hidden, but Sarah caught herself staring at it during quiet moments. One Saturday, she attended the LGBTQ support group meeting in downtown Boston. There she met Ava Ramirez, a 35-year-old teacher with short blonde hair and a warm presence. Ava shared her story of losing her partner to an accident 2 years earlier and raising her own son alone. Their conversation flowed easily, and for the first time in months, Sarah felt seen without pity. Ava suggested they grab coffee after the meeting. Over lattes, they talked about the challenges of single parenting in a judgmental society. Sarah mentioned the recent family drama vaguely without details. Ava listened without pushing, offering empathy that eased Sarah's guarded heart. But guilt crept in. Was it too soon to feel this connection after Emily's betrayal still fresh? Back home, Lily noticed Mom's lighter mood and asked about the new friend. Sarah deflected, saying it was just someone from group. Inside, she wrestled with the decision to pursue friendship or more. Meanwhile, the in-laws sent another package, this time containing the original IVF documents confirming Claire's egg donation. Sarah confronted them again by phone, but this time Robert threatened legal action to establish Claire's rights if Sarah did not allow contact. The pressure mounted. Sarah researched family lawyers specializing in LGBTQ cases, finding one who advised gathering evidence of her role as primary parent. The cost was financial strain and emotional exhaustion. At school, Lily faced subtle bullying when a classmate mentioned hearing rumors about her mom's. Sarah met with the principal demanding action, but the prejudice was evident. This pushed Sarah closer to Ava. They met again for dinner, where Sarah shared more about the dress incident. Ava was shocked but supportive, advising honesty when ready. Their hands brushed, accidentally sending sparks. Sarah pulled back, citing her complicated life. Ava respected the boundary, but the attraction was mutual and undeniable. Over the next days, Sarah and Ava texted frequently, sharing parenting tips and light humor. Lily met Ava briefly at a park outing and liked her immediately. But Sarah knew pursuing a relationship meant risking another loss if the Claire secret exploded. She decided to slowly build trust with Ava while delaying any deeper commitment. The internal struggle intensified as she balanced new feelings with loyalty to her past and protection of Lily. One evening, after putting Lily to bed, Sarah called Claire on impulse. The conversation was awkward but civil. Claire expressed regret and a desire to meet Lily someday, but respected Sarah's pace. This call brought mixed relief and anxiety. Sarah realized the truth could no longer stay buried forever. The decision to open up to Ava about the full story came next. During their next coffee, Ava sensed the weight and encouraged sharing. Sarah revealed the egg donation and affair. Ava held her hand, offering comfort without judgment. This act of vulnerability deepened their bond, but also raised questions for Ava about being a rebound or second choice. Sarah assured her the feelings were genuine, but the timing was fraught. The chapter closed with Sarah choosing to introduce Ava more fully into their lives, while preparing for the inevitable confrontation with the in-laws about visitation rights. The social pressures from conservative relatives who learned snippets of the drama added layers of isolation. Sarah paid the price in sleepless nights and strained work performance, but the budding romance offered hope amid the chaos. The in-laws arrived unannounced one weekend, demanding a family meeting. Robert and Margaret sat in the living room with printed emails and legal papers spread out. They insisted Claire be allowed to meet Lily immediately, claiming it was Emily's dying wish. Sarah stood firm, refusing to disrupt Lily's life without preparation. The argument escalated into shouts about morality and fitness as parents. Margaret accused Sarah of living a lifestyle that confused Lily, while Robert cited religious beliefs against same-sex relationships. Sarah defended their family, citing years of love and stability. Ava, who was visiting that day, stepped in, calmly supporting Sarah and highlighting the harm of sudden upheaval. The in-laws were surprised by Ava's presence and made snide remarks about moving on too quickly. This confrontation left Sarah drained but resolved. She filed for sole custody reinforcement with her lawyer. Meanwhile, Lily overheard parts of the fight and questioned Sarah about Claire. Sarah chose partial truth, saying Claire was an old friend of Emily's without revealing the biology. The lie weighed on her but protected Lily temporarily. At school, rumors spread after a relative posted vaguely on social media, leading to Lily being excluded from a group project. Sarah met with teachers and advocated fiercely, exposing the bias. This action cost her time and energy but strengthened her advocacy skills. With Ava, the relationship progressed to dates, including a walk along the Charles River, where they shared kisses under the stars. Ava was patient but expressed concern about the ongoing drama affecting their future. Sarah had to decide whether to fully commit or step back to focus on the custody battle. She chose commitment, promising to navigate the challenges together. The moral dilemma deepened as Sarah questioned if bringing Ava in was fair to her or selfish. Ava reassured her, but the cost was Ava facing her own family's disapproval when she introduced Sarah. Parallel to this, Sarah arranged a neutral meeting with Claire in a cafe. Claire was kind and expressed no immediate claim on Lily but wanted to know her. Sarah agreed to future contact but set boundaries. This meeting brought closure on the past but opened new wounds. Upon returning home, Sarah found Lily trying on the dress again and noticing the name. The moment of partial revelation came when Lily asked who Claire was. Sarah explained she was someone important to Emily long ago. Lily accepted tentatively, but the seed of doubt was planted. The rising tension peaked with the in-laws filing a petition for grandparent rights, including supervised visits with mention of Claire. Sarah's lawyer advised countersuit, emphasizing stability. The price was mounting legal fees and public exposure in court documents that hinted at the lesbian family structure, drawing media curiosity in small circles. Sarah's awakening began as she realized she could not control everything, but could choose love and honesty moving forward. She and Ava discuss co-parenting possibilities in the future, strengthening their partnership. The chapter built to Sarah deciding to prepare Lily gradually for more truth while leaning on Ava for support. Court proceedings began, adding intense pressure. Sarah took the stand, defending her parenting and the loving home she provided. Cross-examination by the in-laws' lawyer probed the affair revelation and Sarah's new relationship with Ava, drawing on moral grounds to question stability. Ava testified on Sarah's character, highlighting resilience. The judge was sympathetic, but the process exposed the family to scrutiny from friends and community. Some conservative neighbors distanced themselves while supportive LGBTQ allies rallied. Lily struggled with the attention, becoming withdrawn and acting out at home. Sarah and Ava worked together to reassure her through family outings and therapy sessions. During one session, Lily asked direct questions about her birth. Sarah revealed the egg donation, carefully explaining biology without blame. Lily was hurt and confused, feeling her identity shaken. This led to a tearful confrontation where Lily accused Sarah of lying all these years. Sarah took responsibility, promising full honesty going forward. The cost was Lily's temporary anger and trust issues, requiring professional help. Meanwhile, Claire was subpoenaed and testified, neutrally supporting Sarah's primary role. The in-laws' case weakened when letters showed Emily's intent for Sarah to raise Lily. The judge ruled in Sarah's favor, granting limited grandparent visits without Claire involvement unless requested by Lily later. Victory brought relief, but scars remained. In the aftermath, Sarah and Ava's relationship faced its own test. Ava felt sidelined during the crisis and questioned if she was ready for the baggage. A heated discussion led to a brief separation where Sarah reflected deeply on her choices. The betrayal from Emily still haunted her, but Ava represented a healthy future. Sarah chose reconciliation with a heartfelt apology and commitment. They celebrated with a quiet weekend getaway where bonds strengthened. Lily gradually warmed to Ava, seeing her as a positive addition. Social prejudices lingered with occasional stares or comments, but the family stood united. Sarah's professional life suffered from absences, but she negotiated flexibility, prioritizing family. The awakening deepened as Sarah realized true strength came from vulnerability and chosen family over blood ties. Claire sent a letter expressing understanding and stepping back, gracefully reducing immediate threats. But the in-laws remained resentful, plotting subtle interference through gifts and messages. Sarah blocked excessive contact, protecting peace. The drama highlighted controversial choices like withholding truth initially versus full disclosure, and new love amid healing. Each character paid prices: Sarah with guilt, Ava with patience, Lily with confusion, in-laws with lost influence. Life settled into a new normal after the court win, but underlying tensions persisted. Lily adjusted to the truth about her origins through ongoing therapy, showing remarkable resilience at 13. She expressed curiosity about Claire, but chose to delay meeting, focusing on her bond with Sarah. Sarah respected this, giving Lily agency in the decision. The in-laws' visits were supervised and tense but civil. Margaret occasionally slipped comments about family values, but Sarah responded calmly, redirecting to positive topics. Ava became an integral part of their routine, helping with school runs and weekend activities. Their romance blossomed into a committed partnership with discussions about future living together. However, one final confrontation arose when the in-laws attempted to introduce Claire secretly during a visit. Sarah discovered the plan and intervened, firmly stating boundaries. This led to a decisive argument where Sarah declared the past would not dictate the present. The in-laws backed down, realizing their influence waned. Lily witnessed the exchange later, praising Sarah's protectiveness, strengthening their relationship. Sarah reflected on all the sacrifices, the emotional toll, the legal battles, and the courage to love again. Ava proposed they build a life together openly as a family. Sarah accepted with joy but acknowledged the ongoing work against societal biases. The family attended pride events, finding community and acceptance. Lily thrived, making new friends who embraced their story. Claire maintained distant, respectful contact, sending birthday wishes without pressure. The story culminated in a family gathering where Sarah acknowledged the pain but celebrated the growth. Each character faced the consequences of their actions. Emily's secret affair led to lasting ripples. The in-laws' interference damaged relations, but prompted Sarah's assertiveness. Sarah's choice to love again despite controversy proved healing. The awakening was collective as prejudices were challenged and truth fostered resilience. In the end, the family emerged stronger, bonded by choice, not just biology. Was it right for Sarah to delay revealing the full truth about Lily's origins to protect her emotional well-being? Or should she have disclosed everything immediately, regardless of the potential harm, to prioritize complete honesty?